What's up?
How are you?
Good, man. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Guys, Alex out here at Custom Hauler Trucks KC and Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Kansas City. Guys, we traveled this morning, as I let you know earlier, came down. We're meeting up with Brian today. We're going to take a tour of Laredo Conversions shop, bed shop. He's got a couple different buildings. We're gonna take a jump in and out. Obviously, these big trucks, the Freightliners, the Fords, all that kind of stuff. We've got quite a few little buildings, a little bit of touring. We're gonna check out all the trucks he's got, and we're gonna learn a little bit about Brian. So, with that being said, Brian, how are you, bud?
Good, man. Good.
How's business?
It's good. It's good. Thanks to y'all for one, for doing so many Freightliners but yeah, business is good. The one good thing about the hauler business is people like cool rides, and so we're plugging away. We're staying close to that 100 trucks a year mark, and just moving forward.
Custom trucks are extremely lucrative if you're doing 100 trucks a year.
Yeah,
that's keeping them moving for sure.
Yeah.
And that's with you moving about 50 to 60 Fords as well.
Yeah.
Along with 40 or so of our Freightliners.
Yeah.
That's pretty big time.
Yeah, we do about 50 or 60 pickups. So when we say pickups, we do the Fords, 350, 450s, some General Motors product, 3500s, a couple of handful of 4500s, and then we'll do some Ram 3500s as well.
That's pretty cool. Now, I've only been here, obviously I've been working with you for 5 or 6 years now, but I've only been here a few times. This is a new facility for you here, correct?
Yeah. We moved in this facility in June of last year. It's on my property. I bought the property a couple years ago and decided wanted to build my house and my shop facility in one location. For ease for one, security for another. I'm out in Weatherford, Texas now, so instead of in Fort Worth, and we don't have to worry about the criminal aspect of things out here.
Well, I know it's pretty impressive when we pull up and we get to see that all of our stuff is completely gated off. So you don't have the nighttime activity. It's everything shut up. Cleared off, that way we don't have to worry about people coming and checking stuff out. And it's guys, if you get a chance to come out here and meet Brian or see the facility, it's super impressive to see his location. We'll have some aerial views here in a little bit of what it looks like out here, and I'm hoping you're gonna give us a tour of the shop.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's jump in. Let's do it.
Okay. All right, come on in the shop.
Well, you got them packed in here.
Yeah, we got some of my toys in here too. So, anyway.
Well, what do you? So obviously, I'm big into the Freightliners, but as soon as we pop out, we see, this is a Ford that's mid-production.
Right. We just started this truck right here. This is a new 2023 Ford 450 Super Duty. It's one of the first ones produced, actually. And we were able to get our hands on about 16, 17 of them, and they're all sold. So we're gonna. I think there's a handful available, but
well, that's a good problem to have.
Good problem to have, yeah.
Have them all sold and stuff. And I noticed over here. So this one is one that's in production, and this would be one that is being finished.
This one's done. This one actually is my personal truck.
Oh, there you go. Okay, very good.
So just try to keep it in. When we have bad weather here in Texas, we try to move as many vehicles inside as we can. So that's one reason it's sitting in here.
Well, that's a pretty slick rig.
Yeah, and then this one, like you can see that we've already stripped all the stuff off of it for a paint match. It's getting a hauler bed, so we don't worry about the bed.
So when you get one of our trucks in here, and obviously, guys, we're going to take a look at one of our 112s that's finished and sold, but we're going to take a look at that. But would it be a fair assumption that when you get one of those in, you have to strip them down like this as well?
Yeah.
So, guys, the detail stuff that I project on my videos and tell you everything that's going on, it's a very, very in-depth process to get them to turn around and look, like we're going to show you here. You know, obviously you see they can pull body panels off, they can pull truck beds off, they pull mirrors, grills, lighting consoles, wheels, tires, so on and so forth, off of everything. So it's pretty impressive to start with this and then go to this, you know, this fancy of a truck with wheels, paint matched mirrors, running boards, grills, and then obviously, as you guys know, the fancy interiors. So Brian, what do you been working on for us?
Well, this one's a 2023 Freightliner M2 112 big block.
505 horse?
505 horse, DD13.
Yep.
You know, just the bad boy.
Yeah.
As we say.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's in process. You know, to kind of start off with, you know, and I saw in your videos the other day you were showing this off, but we threw our new caliber 9.
Now this is the chrome version. We haven't seen
yes.
the finished chrome version. We've seen the finished blackout version.
Yeah.
On the truck that you recently did on the truck that just left.
Yep.
But this is the chrome version. This is the first time I've got to see the chrome version on this thing, and this thing pops. Did you get the side grill put on this one?
No, not on this one yet.
Not on this one yet. Still being worked on.
Yeah. This truck is still in process, so you're gonna see some stuff. There's also some new stuff.
Oh, we got some new stuff.
Yeah.
Woo, guys, I like new stuff.
And you're gonna like this. You're gonna like I want you to check out the seat.
Guys, so we've been talking to Brian for a couple months on working on some seat upgrades. Obviously, we've done a little bit of seat upgrades, but this is my first look too. I haven't got to see it yet, so let's jump in and take a look.
All right, well, why don't you hop in and take a look? Now, as you guys can see,
holy crap.
we
are awesome, Brian. These are so cool.
We're out in the middle of doing all the electronics, so you can see on the dash it's all tore apart. So you can see it's a wiring nightmare.
This is what it looks like, you know, guys. When Brian redoes the dash on one of these and adds the electronics, the radio, plumbs for the lighting, plumbs for obviously other little lighting features, or even the new super secret radar stuff that we put in the last build. Guys, that's pretty sweet. I checked that out personally. But these seats, Brian, these things are awesome.
Hop up and sit in it and see what you think. Because you're a bigger guy, and that's one of my problems I had too.
Oh yeah, these are fantastic. Oh, these are for big boys. These are the wide back, super comfortable. These are fantastic. Yes. I'm excited to get.
We are going to make a couple other changes on the next one, just so you know. But it'll be just a step up. So a little bit of an.
He's even going farther than this, guys. This is next level stuff. You know, Brian and I talk. Brian, what do we talk? 3 or 4 times a week?
Yeah.
About stuff that we can improve. We can upgrade. And I'll tell you, you know, out of all the upfitters we have, Brian is the most. The easiest guy to talk to on trying to come up to date with technology. And these seats are awesome. I don't know that video and picture will do it justice. Guys, we're going to take some in-depth pictures of this. But man, I'm stunned by these seats. These things are awesome. We haven't done an Austrian in a while.
Yeah, that's been a while.
All right, guys, so as we come around the side, the multiple upfitters that we use, you can tell a big difference on the outside just by immediately looking them. And the biggest difference is going to be the bed itself. So, Brian, tell me a little bit what sets your bed apart from the others.
Well, just for little things like when you're looking at the truck, just from the outside, we typically, if we're not doing a blackout package, we will use the diamond plate on the running boards, you know, for just aesthetics and look, and it gives it a little bit more of a pop. And then when you go up here to our bed, we don't do an actual trough for the hitch. We have a box for the hitch, and the hitch box is designed for a Hensley air hitch if somebody wants it. It comes standard with the B&W gooseneck.
Perfect. So
Okay.
B&W gooseneck 2 5/16, and guys, like you've seen in my other videos, Brian, correct me if I'm wrong, but we have them pre-drilled for a drop-in scenario for the Hensley TSLB 32,000 pound air ride hitch.
Correct.
So it is drop-in ready, with the exception of nut bolt and plummet it to the air supply.
Correct. Correct.
Cool. Very good.
Of course, you can see all the plastic and stuff from inside the truck that we're getting ready to do, and here's all the stereo system stuff. My guy will probably finish his truck up today.
Very good. Very good. Now on the beds, we can also get a bigger headache rack toolbox, correct?
Yes.
That is made available.
That is an option.
And we can get it in both diamond plate or spray on bed
Spray on.
liner finish out.
Correct.
Now, all of your, what I've also noticed is that your taillights are all clear, but colored bulbs instead of a colored light. Is there any specific reason you do that? Or?
No, we just do it for looks. I mean, these are DOT legal. I've had a lot of people say, "Oh, that's not legal. That's not legal." I've even argued with the Texas DOT doing an inspection once, and I finally popped the light out and showed them the stamp on the inside of the light, and they're like, "Oh, okay."
So when you are speccing these trucks out, you are, checking out to make sure that everything's DOT legal.
Everything is DOT legal in the United States and Canada.
Oh, that's even better. So for you folks that have reached out to me from Canada, it is DOT in United States and Canada. And then to top it off, guys, my shop there at Transwest can get you the DOT inspection sticker for inside the cab. A lot of these trucks we do go ahead and write the inspection for. That way, you are ready to go to work. Now, this truck here, Brian, with the new seats, the updated stereo, and all the fancy stuff, is this a custom ordered truck that we've done, or is this your typical build?
This is kind of a mix, kind of a custom but more standard of what we normally do. Like the seats are new, obviously. We talked about that. But essentially, this is pretty much what we build on a 112.
How often would you say we build a custom truck? Because my biggest thing on the videos here is I always say, we're not a main line, we're not an assembly line production.
I would say that we, for you guys especially, 3 out of 5 are custom.
Are custom, and the others are stuff we've done in the past.
Correct.
Very good. If we were to custom order one today, obviously here in just a bit, you guys will get to see, we're going to take you through all of our brand new trucks and let you see the colors that we've got them on the ground, that we are, one of the only vendors out there and the only option to have a new truck built. But we're going to let you see the colors of them that we've got on the ground. If we ordered one today, if somebody saw this video this afternoon and said, "Hey, Brian, Alex, let's get one ordered," what's the turnaround time we're looking at?
I'd say it's depending on what we're doing, between 14 and 16 weeks.
Okay, 14 to 16 weeks, guys. That's for a new build. Brian, do we stay pretty well sold out with the Freightliners? Do we stay on order? Is there anything coming that you think that that I'm missing that isn't sold yet?
Well, you're going to get a chance to see. You've got a blue one that's available, I believe.
Guys, we got a blue one. I forgot about that. The blue one will come.
And you're going to see it over at the interior shop.
Okay. So we're going to get to see that one.
Yeah, when you go over inside the interior shop, you're going to get to see that one. And then
we have an orange one for. I'm going to give a shout out to Glenn Swaggart. His orange one's in production. It's going to be an orange blackout.
Yeah, it's over at the bed shop.
So we'll get to see it too.
Yep. And then So I mean, there's always something in the mix.
So do you think we can jump in and go down the road and check out the bed shop?
Yeah, absolutely.
Guys, let's do that. We're going to jump in there, and we'll see you in just a couple minutes. All right, guys, here we are at the bed shop, where Brian gets the beds prepped, built, prepped, painted, and assembled onto the trucks along with running boards. And here we have one of these fancy colors we like to do. You know, generally it's a one of one, you know, for the model year. You know, we don't like to do a whole lot of them. And Brian, on these trucks, you know, you and I post a lot of stuff on Facebook. We really do. When people come at us and say, hey, look, you know, these are 200, 225,000, or even close to 300 for one of the 112s. I mean, what do you have to say about that?
Well, it's like anything else, you know, and I hear that from people buying the pickup trucks first all the way up to the big block trucks, you know, and my smart aleck answer is, well, cheap ain't cool and cool ain't cheap,
Well,
you know.
that's one way to put it. That's for sure.
You know, but you also get what you pay for.
Quality.
You know, quality.
Quality.
You know, I mean, do you want to go the cheapest route, or do you want to go the high-end route and get what you pay for? You know,
Yep.
I mean, that's the big thing. And the other thing is that's really important on these vehicles is safety. You know, some of these cheaper beds are literally stitch welded together and filled in with silicone. You know, and then they
We do full body welds here.
yeah.
Full body welds here. Do we do anything specific to prep these bodies for paint?
Oh yeah. So the first thing we do, once the bed's welded together, it goes out into our sandblast shop, and we completely sandblast it. Okay. Then when we prep it for paint, we take and we cover it in a rust prohibitor, and then a material that we spray underneath with, kind of like
An undercoating.
and then we also do, you know, what am I thinking of here?
Primer,
A
so
primer
to speak.
that's rust prohibiting too, and then we do a base coat, clear coat, PPG paint. You know, so it's nothing single stage is what I'm. You get a lot of guys out there that you'll see, like say a red truck or a white truck, that's single stage paint, and you take your finger and you run your finger down it, and you got
Looks
white
like
or red
chalk.
chalk. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's the single stage.
Well, I
paint.
will say, you know, of all the truck beds, you know, the truck beds, they come out looking great. You know, we don't see any, or I haven't in the 5-6 years that I've, you know, been building trucks with you. We haven't seen any rust issues or any kind of issues with the trucks. So obviously the process that they use, that you guys use to do these things, obviously is pretty outstanding.
Well, thanks, and you know we're not perfect, but you know, and you do get rock chips and things like that you know over time if they're not taken care of. I mean, I always tell my people that when they buy their vehicles, take care of your vehicle. We'll give you top dollar for it when it comes back.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and most people do.
We
you
see
know.
that in the market, though. You know,
Yeah.
the resale on these trucks is unlike anything else on the market.
Right.
You know, if it's stamped Laredo, you're getting more for your trade. You just
Right.
you just are.
Exactly.
That being said, guys, we're gonna take a walk through the shop. We're gonna look in the paint booth. We're gonna see the PPG stuff. We're gonna see where it's spray on bed liner. We're gonna see where all of this stuff is put together, assembled. As you can see, we're here with one of the trucks that we've got. It's assembled, ready to go. Now we're gonna take you through the shop and show you how it's made. Over here we've got Freightliner sides, toolboxes built out, Freightliner headache racks.
This is where they prep everything for paint. This is where they rhino line the deck on the bed and stuff. That's why you see everything's all kind of black, and you can see the rhino line stuff all over here.
Well, everything here's right on line.
Yeah. Here's our mixing bank. So, like when we have our colors and stuff like that, and we mix them up to match, to match the cab. We put the color code, VIN number, and everything in the computer, and then it spits out the mix.
All right, Brian, thanks for having us out. I appreciate you.
Hey, no problem, man.
Thanks for the tour of the entire shop. We look forward to the next truck, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you before the end of the day, even though we're on the road.
Yeah,
you know how we do.
Yeah, and then I won't be able to be with you when you go over to the through the interior side of things, but yeah, if you just Frank will take care of you over there, and we'll get you all handled.
We appreciate it. Hey guys, thanks for checking out Laredo with us. As always, jump on there and check out Laredo Conversions Facebook page. Give Brian a like and a follow. As always, guys, it helps me out tremendously if you jump on Custom Hauler Trucks and give me a like, share, subscribe. Check this video out on YouTube, here on Facebook. We're going to have a few pictures on Instagram. Guys, jump on there. Brian's super easy to get a hold of. You can get on there, shoot him a message. He'll be able to answer any questions you got for him. Brian, thanks again, brother.
All right, man.
We'll talk soon.
Stay out of trouble.
Yep.